Gary Hoy, a 38-year-old lawyer in Toronto, Canada, fell to his death on 9th July 1993 after he threw himself against a window on the 24th floor of the Toronto Dominion Centre, in an attempt to prove to a group of visitors that the glass was unbreakable, a demonstration he had performed many times before. The glass did not break, but popped out of the window frame, and Hoy fell to his death. Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican political leader and proponent of the Black nationalism and Pan-Africanism movements, died in London on 10th June 1940 at the age of 52, having suffered 2 strokes after reading a mistaken and negative obituary of himself in the Chicago Defender in January earlier that year. Clement Vallandigham died in 1871, a lawyer and US politician, defending a man on a charge of murder, accidentally shot himself, demonstrating how the victim might have shot himself while in the process of drawing a weapon when standing from a kneeling position. Though the defendant Thomas McGahan was ultimately cleared, Vallandigham died from his wound. In 455 BC, Aeschylus, the great Athenian author of tragedies, was killed by a tortoise dropped by an eagle that had mistaken his bold head for a rock suitable for shattering the shell of the reptile. Pliny, in his Naturalis Historiae, adds that Aeschylus had been staying outdoors to avert a prophecy that he would be killed by a falling object. In 892 AD, Sigurd, the mighty of Orkney, was killed by the severed head of one of his enemies, Mael Bright. Sigurd strapped Mael's head to his saddle as a trophy of conquest, and as he rode, Mael's teeth grazed against Sigurd's leg. The wound became infected and Sigurd died. Starving due to getting lost in your own house because you hoarded too much stuff, and then couldn't find an exit because you couldn't consider the fact that you were crippled and blind. Accomplished by Homer Collier in 1947, when the door of his house got jammed by a fallen heap of hoarded junk. Having a heart attack during the scene of the play where your actor is supposed to be having a heart attack. During a live television broadcast of the play Underground in the UK on November 30, 1958, Gareth Jones suffered a massive heart attack and died while off camera between 2 of his scenes. Some contemporary news reports said that he suffered the heart attack while on camera. Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, died in 210 BC due to ingesting mercury pills, made by his alchemists and court physicians. Ironically, these pills were meant to make Qin Shi Huang immortal, as myths say that mercury is an essential part of the elixir of immortality. Hans Steininger, the burgomaster of Braunau, died in 1567 when he broke his neck by tripping over his own beard. The beard, which was 4.5 feet or 1.4 meter long, at the time was usually kept rolled up in a leather pouch. According to sources, when one of the nursing technicians injected soup into the woman's vein instead of a feeding tube, she suffered pulmonary embolism and soon died. In 1985, Jerome Moody drowned at a lifeguards party that was thrown in celebration of the fact that New Orleans had its first drowning-free season. Reportedly, 4 lifeguards were on duty and 200 off-duty lifeguards were in attendance. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out our other videos by clicking on the images given. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.